Hi, welcome back to Holistic Hands University. I'm your host and instructor, Tiffany Rivera. Today, we're going to talk about the release of the sternocleidomastoid. And the sternocleidomastoid is one of the most annoying muscles in the upper body that gives people headaches, hurts to turn your head when you're turning your car lane. It does a lot of things that we need, including turning our head in the car, looking behind us, and being able to do functional work in the office, reaching up high for files, doing different things, as well as mouse work and turning our head towards the screen, this type of motion. Okay, sternocleidomastoid. When I'm working the sternocleidomastoid with a client, I'm really sure to cradle one side of the head with one hand, where I can actually get inside with the opposite hand and do deeper work. Today, I'm going to demonstrate real slightly a fun technique that I use called scraping. It's a new technique for me, not an application in manual therapy, but for me only in the sense that it has added a deeper form of therapy release in a very minimal invasive way. And I love these little alabaster hearts. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're real geode. They're absolutely beautiful, but they're ribbed. They're ribbed edges, and they allow me to actually scrape the skin and get into the muscle. Now, in order to do your own scraping, it's really important that you have a warmed up area. In this case, I've done my strokes that have warmed up the fascia on its own. When you're doing scraping on your own, it's really important that you warm up your own area. Go for a walk, do something in your own tissue that allows it to warm up before you use the scraping tools. And the reason that you do that is to minimize the bruising that can take place. It minimizes bruising. It allows the lymphatic fluid to actually move. It's melted. Lipo moves better when it's actually warm. And that's what you're doing. You're moving lymphatic debris out of skin cells and muscle tissue. And you're getting all that squishy stuff in between the tissue and that fluid stuff out of the way. And that's how we lymphatic drain you. Lymphatic drainage. So in this case, I'm doing slow, easy, cooling strokes using my alabaster heart. In lieu of it being COVID, the reason that I'm wearing my facial mask is, of course, in therapeutic setting, you want to do such with the COVID. Because this is a therapeutic-based environment, and my client has the accessibility of releasing deep muscle pressure, and because of his medical condition, he's able to have his mask off. The practitioner is to keep the mask on at all times, but this is considered a very therapeutic environment. You can notice behind us that the fan is blowing and the window is open. It's wide open, and on the window beside me, on this other side, is also open. That is why this center of doing medical massage is able to operate, because we have direct and indirect flow of oxygen at all times, and because the medical nature of the need of our sessions, our clients are able to have a therapeutic environment and maintain their own muscular release using optimal oxygen for themselves. The coldness from the alabaster stone goes into the trigger points and allows for a nice therapeutic release after getting pretty deep work. This is considered a little bit of a deeper pressure. It's a gentle fascial release, however, it is definitely a fascia scraping. A little goes a long way. When giving yourself self-care, always remember, deeper is not always better. The sternocleidomastoid has a lot to do with turning your head to change lanes in a car, looking behind your shoulder when someone taps your shoulder, or when you're using the mouse and have a screen to the other side. That motion between screens is all involved with your sternocleidomastoid. How's that trigger point?
That's good.
Yeah.
And when you're got your head over your shoulder watching for waves.
Right. Good point.
Yeah.
Looking over the shoulder for wave catch is also sternocleidomastoid. He obviously looks over the left shoulder more than the right shoulder.
Because I'm goofy foot.
Because he's goofy foot.
Yeah.
Therefore, this sternocleidomastoid is very welcoming of this pressure. Bearing in mind, you're always welcome to ask your therapist for specific work. If you woke up and your neck hurts, or you ate some tri-tip steak and your jaw went out with your TMJ, you can ask for very specific jaw work that would allow your therapist to work specifically related to your injury and focus related to exactly what you want. It's okay to be very specific, and it's okay to use your session's time for exactly the therapy you need. Always keep that in mind. Thanks for joining us. Sternocleidomastoid. I'll say that with the mask again. Sternocleidomastoid. Here on Holistic Hands University. See you next time.